I'm Abby Lililaka, the Creative Writing Coordinator for the Michigan Council of Teachers of English and the Michigan Youth Arts Festival. Please join me in celebrating the best original writing of Michigan's young writers as you enjoy their works published this year in the creative writing book that's available on the Michigan Youth Arts website. One of those pieces also appears on page 21 and 22 of your program book. Tonight, please join me in welcoming to the stage Natalie Rarick of Edwardsburg High School. Natalie will be reading her composition entitled Her Balloon.
The red one, Mommy. Kayla jabs her fingers toward the man in the booth. I reach into my purse, but Mike beats me to it, counting out quarters with his smug fingers, with his heroic, superior face. We let Kayla give the vendor the money. She counts it out precisely, though she doesn't know what she's counting to, and slides it across the tabletop. Mike intercepts the balloon on its way toward Kayla, rubs it against her head, and lifts. Wavy blonde strands levitate off her shoulders, the electricity sending gentle chills like whispers into her scalp, and she squeals with delight. I want to tell her I know that electricity. It's always electric at first. Instead, I prompt her with, "What do you say?" "Thank you," my obedient little girl. The fair worker gives her a wink and a gap-toothed grin, and we leave him to peddle his rainbow of plastic behind us. The evening air envelops us like a blanket, surrounding us with the sense of deep-fried food, the cacophony of childish chatter, the brightest lights and colors you could ever imagine. I glance at Kayla, concerned. It's far past her bedtime, but I can tell from the sparkle in her crystal blue eyes that she is nowhere near finished. This night belongs to her. She is Alice in her own rural wonderland, and Mike is her cat, or maybe her hatter. I am her rabbit, keeping her on track, though Mike would tell you that I am the malevolent queen. We follow our noses, tracing the sugary tendrils toward elephant ears, and we buy her one because it's a special day, it's a treat. "You eat that fast before Mommy makes you eat broccoli instead," he says. Of course, I'm the villain. Blech! Kayla gazes at Mike with her wide, trusting blue eyes. How I wish I could see the world through those eyes. Those eyes that see only the good in him, remember only his charming smile and the deep bellow of his laughter, and the softness of his Eskimo kisses, one every night right before bed. They do not see what is behind locked bedroom doors, when he becomes someone I don't know, someone he doesn't even know. I don't let her see those things, because I know how painful it is to watch your vision of someone crumble like ash in your hands and fall between your fingers. There are distant screams from the corkscrew. "Please, not until you're older," says the rabbit. I watch the wind tug at her balloon gently, almost as if it's testing the waters, gauging how hard it will have to pull. "Hang on to that balloon," I say, "or the wind will snatch it away." She clasps the string tighter, the horror of losing her balloon. She simply cannot bear it. But losing a balloon is not so bad, I think. Not for the balloon, at least. What is there for a balloon in the home? If it can't fly, then why does it exist at all? There are only so many endings. There is deflate, there is pop, and there is fly. Whether you're made of plastic or flesh, the options are the same. Of course, there is a way out. I know there is. I feel it in my bones with every bash that his once caring hands deliver to me. But with the lights of the fair crowding my eyes, and the smell of Kayla's hair perfuming my air, and the feeling of her hand sticky from sugar in mine, I thought I couldn't fly away, because I couldn't leave her. I couldn't watch the tears flow down her face as I ascended, my broken string dangling. How could I leave the one person in this world I'm sure I love? There is only so much love in this world, and Kayla has her own personal supply of it. Her Barbie backpack full to the bursting with elaborate stories and songs of her own creation, and dreams of someday being a princess, and her darling crooked smile and her perfect hiccuping laughter. I want to protect her from the world that doesn't deserve her, and the realization that I can't slices at my insides like a piece of glass. I can barely protect her from a father who doesn't deserve her. How did we create her? How did these two destructive, dysfunctional, damaged people deliver an angel into the world? This angel who points at the Ferris wheel, excitement dripping from her fingertips. This angel who forgets, just for a moment, and allows her grip to loosen around the tail of her beloved balloon, and that's all it takes, because the wind has already snatched it out of her hand and it's gone, faster than you can blink. She gapes at her hand, suddenly empty, and cries out. A pointing finger traces the line of its thin white tail up into the sky, where the runaway cherry red is unmistakable. "Can we catch it?" she asks. "No, sweetie, it's gone." I speak softly. I squeeze her hand. I don't want to let go. "We can just get another one," says Mike. But Kayla knows he is wrong. There will never be a balloon quite like that one. And I agree. There is screaming in the distance, but also laughter, both from the same ride. The grass curls around her tiny sneakers as we watch the balloon drift upwards into the night sky until it becomes like a little red star or a red button sewn into the blue fabric of the night. Thank you.